The meeting that was a catalyst for the violence and mayhem that engulfed the Manus Island detention centre in February began calmly enough and ended in chaos and uproar. It was an opportunity for officials to offer some certainty to more than 1,300 asylum seekers and attempt to soothe tensions that had been building over several months. Instead, as this exclusive footage from the meeting shows, it brought those tensions to flashpoint, compounding the asylum seekers' fears that they would be detained for years in the overcrowded detention centre. In scripted answers, the asylum seekers were told repeatedly that there was no time frame for the processing of their claims and that they would be required to remain within the centre for years. Repeatedly too, they were told they were free to return to the countries from which they had fled. As if to increase the pressure, the asylum seekers were also told that their behaviour inside the centre would have a bearing on their cases. The frustration was fuelled by the chaotic atmosphere of the meeting, where the PNG official's voice could barely be heard, making the job of the interpreters even more fraught. The reaction was one of anger and frustration, with many asylum seekers insisting that they were brought to PNG against their will and claiming breaches of international law.
As you know, we have been here for 6 months, and shame on government of PNG who accept this shameful agreement. You know, we entered Australian territory, not PNG territory, and they cannot take us with force to this country, the country who has half of the population HIV positive, 65% of TB, lots of malaria, lots of dangers. The capital is the second unsafe city all around the world. How can we be safe here? Out of the frying pan into the fire. We came from our countries with lots of danger.
The day before scores were injured and Reza Barati was murdered, one asylum seeker expressed the fears of many for their safety, even if they were eventually released into the PNG community.
This agreement is human rights abuse, and you have broken the Convention of 1951, which is the Refugee Convention. Yes. Refugee amnesty is done where you seek the refugee. I seek refugee in Australia. Why I was taken by force to this country? I was told that the process will happen there, and only for process. Now you are telling me that you will be separated by force to PNG. I don't feel protected to PNG. PNG is high crime country. You could not protect your population. Every crime is happening in Port Moresby, where is the capital. Can you protect me? Can you protect all these people? There is not the convention to take somebody from first world to third world. Where these people are coming from is better than PNG, brother. They should die in their countries.
In the violence that began less than 2 hours later, one asylum seeker who absconded had his throat slit. It was a macabre preview to what would follow on a much, much bigger scale the following day.